with Heather from Artisan Talent. We're talking about instructional design, and I must admit, I'm completely ignorant. Start me off. What is instructional design?
Wow, instructional design would be, say you're taking an online course through a university. Those courses have to be developed by somebody and put together. So that's where instructional design comes in.
Okay, cool. And what is it to be an instructional design freelancer?
Which is huge. I would say there's a lot in this space that are freelancers. If you want to get into more of a full-time role, most of this is long-term contract, 40 hours a week. A lot of it can be done on-site or off-site, which is nice because we work with a lot of instructional designers across the country for clients in Chicago and New York and elsewhere. As long as you can connect, via web, maybe it's Skype, maybe it's some sort of other web program, and connect with that client and have regular meetings, you're good to go. So it's developing courses, legitimate courses that students are enrolling in online to learn content.
Okay, cool. And what would an instructional design career look like? I mean, you've had some people through here for years and years.
Yes.
What does that career look like?
Some people have been on long-term contracts and still remain on those. They're kind of considered permalance. So,
what's that now?
Permalance. So
I've never heard of
they
that.
work, 40 hours a week, ongoing contract, and we would get a heads up, obviously, if we knew things were kind of coming to an end, but we would talk about that. But right now it's permalance, and they just keep extending that person as long as everybody's still doing work. It's great. Sometimes though, it is a shorter term contract, and we know that. Maybe it's more of a 2 to 6 month contract for a course that's being developed. And that's usually the case, but there's a lot of work out there where you can roll into different types of clients, whether it be education or corporate. That training piece that's digital right now is very important to companies and to institutions.
Okay, and what kind of software would you need to be familiar with? Whether that's a software like, I don't know, Photoshop or something, or coding platforms. What's the big stuff right now?
We usually see, I would say, Blackboard and Articulate are kind of big ones in that instructional design space. I do come across others that have moved into that coding space. They are more on the instructional development side, whereas the designers just really need to understand Articulate and Blackboard and maybe a little bit of that Photoshop piece. So it just kind of depends on the client, but those are kind of the big names in the marketplace. Okay,
cool. And let's talk about the specifics here. What kind of work could you get? What kind of money can you earn if you choose to get into instructional design?
Wow, let's see here. It's definitely a competitive space, and there's a lot of work out there. It depends on the client. Something that's more of an institution or something, it might be in that 35 to 60 range. If it's a corporation, it might be a little bit up from that. I always tell talent, though, I'm going to kind of share it with you and have you make that decision if it's something that you are interested in, because they are being asked for a lot of different projects. So they have to weigh things out. We are competitive, though, and we have a lot of really happy talent.
Okay, cool. And obviously you work with Artisan Talent, who's an agency that specializes in this kind of work. What, if I was looking for instructional design kind of work, what's the best way to reach out to you guys?
A lot of people do go directly through our website or through LinkedIn. Other people apply directly to a job, which is completely fine. Sometimes they come across one of us on LinkedIn or whatnot and reach out to us directly that way too. And we will definitely respond once we hear from you.
Okay, cool. And then last question, what's the advantage of working with an agency on instructional design versus just, I don't know, going on your own?
That's a really good question, because I do talk to a lot of instructional design talent that have their own client base, which is great. But we come across clients that only work through an agency such as Artisan Talent to find instructional designers. So we're a good place to get to know, to add to your repertoire.
So there's a lot of opportunities that come through an agency that really don't happen directly.
Yes, they don't have the resources maybe internally to find these people, so they ask us for that expertise in finding those right people. All
right, sounds good. Well, if I'm an instructional designer, I'm going to click on the website. I don't want to have to find the work.
Right.
I don't want to have to figure out the insurance and all that crazy stuff. I prefer to have a friend to do it for me.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Thanks for your help on that.
Thank you.